Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs, and today we are going to make this granny square summer blouse. Isn't that pretty? So we're going to make that, and the collar was is the same one as last month I made the falling leaf summer blouse. It's the same collar. So go to that video to make this collar, and then come back and we'll make the granny square one. All right, and oh, I wanted to this one here was made with Fairyland yarn, and all I know it's a 3, and it doesn't tell me that on there, but it feels like a 3. Um, it doesn't say like what size yarn, doesn't say what color it is, and this is like a gradient yarn. Um, it is 60% cotton, 30% acrylic, and 10% wool, and it is so soft. So I'm making one out of this yarn, and there's like no colors or anything. So I'm making 2 different colors. I'm using these 2 different colors. So I don't know the colors, but I just thought the colors were pretty and decided to try them, and I'm putting those 2 colors together in my project. All right, the one that we're going to do now, I've already got my collar made, is the Premier Cotton Sprout, and this color is called Bright Pink, and it is a number 3, but it is 100% cotton. So I thought I would try this out, this cotton yarn out. I am also using a number 5 hook. I mean a 5mm hook. Well, where did that hook go? There it is. I'm using a 5mm hook, which is an H8. So I made my what did I do? There we go. I made my collar, and then I have it sectioned off in quarters. And where I've got my stitch markers is where my corners are going to go. So if you want to do that, just pause the video and then you can continue after you get your stitch markers in. So we've got 3. We're going to chain 3 here, and then in the same stitch we're going to put 2 more double crochets. All right, and then we're going to chain 1, and we're going to skip 2, 1, 2, and in the third one we're going to, I'm trying to work over my end, we're doing 3 double crochets in the third one, chain 1, skip 2. Oh, we need to put 3 double crochets in there. And then chain 1, and then we're going to skip those 3 because we're going straight to the corner. So you're going to have 3 sets right there. So the corner is, I'm not going to need that afterwards. The corner is going to be 3 double crochet, just like a granny square. 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet in that stitch. So we're kind of setting this up as a granny square. And then we're going to chain 1 from there. All right, and then we're going to skip 2, and in the third one we're going to put the 3 double crochets in that stitch. And in the granny square they call that a shell, so I'll call that a shell from now on. All right, so chain 1, skip 2, put a shell in the third one. Chain 1, skip 2, put your shell in. Chain 1, skip 2, I'm going to put a shell in. Chain 1, skip 2, and put a shell in. Let's see how many we've got. Alright, chain 1, skip 2, and put a shell in. So each side should have 6 of these shells between your corners. You should have 6 of these shells between your corners. This one came out okay. So we're going to skip 2 and go into this one where the stitch marker is. Take that out. This is where we're going to put our corner. And there's the corner, which is a shell, chain 2, and a shell. Alright, so chain 1, skip 2, and we're going to put a shell in. And we're just going to do that all the way around. I'm going to finish mine off camera, and I will see you at the end of this round. Okay, so I'm all the way around there, except for I just did my last corner, and I have 3 on this side, and I need 3 more shells. So skip 2 and put 3. Chain 1, skip 2. Alright, and then here's the other shell. And then we're just going to connect it with the chain at the top of this chain 3 here. Alright. Alright, so there's row 1 completely done of the after the collar. So we have 4 corners, so it's just like a granny square. Alright, let's chain 3 and turn, because that'll put us right into a space right here, and we're going to put 2 double crochets in that space. Then we're going to chain 1 and go to the next space. So this row here and every row after will be just like a granny square. We're going to be working in these chain 1 spaces and corners. And then once we get to the corner, it's the same. It's the shell, chain 2, and shell. And make sure you're chaining one coming off that corner before you go into the next space, the chain one space. And then you just go all the way around it like that. And like I said, all the rest of them are the same. And it all depends on how big you are. I am a 3X, so I kept having to try this on until I could easily be able to put the corners together underneath your arm and still have a nice sleeve. So I measured this sleeve, and it's a 10-inch sleeve. So I just did 10 rows. If you're a 3X, all I did was 10 rows of that. And then this part of it is done. So, but that all depends on the person that you're making this for, how big or small they are. If you want to make a children's, this would be a good neckline for a teenager. But if you're making children's, then you would want to make the neckline a little bit smaller. So, because this is an adult neckline. So, anyway, um, I think that's about it for this video. We will be back next week. Just get it to this point, and we will be back next week to continue this sweater. And I will see you then. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and bye-bye now.